Ever wondered what happens when you get bitten by a venomous snake? Well, it's no walk in the park. Let me tell you, it's a serious matter with potential dangers that can turn life-threatening in the blink of an eye. Today, we're going to focus on three culprits: the rattlesnake, the water moccasin, and the copperhead. Each has a unique venom that wreaks havoc in its own special way. So buckle up. We're about to dive into the world of venomous snakes and their deadly bites. Imagine you're out hiking and you accidentally step on a rattlesnake. The snake, feeling threatened, strikes and sinks its fangs into your leg. Almost immediately, you feel a sharp, intense pain at the site of the bite. This isn't just any ordinary pain. It's as if a hot poker has been thrust into your skin. The area around the bite begins to swell, and you can see visible signs of tissue damage as your skin turns a worrying shade of red and purple. That's just the beginning. Rattlesnake venom is a complex cocktail of toxins, each designed to cause maximum damage. Some components target your blood, interfering with clotting processes. This can lead to uncontrolled bleeding, not just at the site of the bite, but potentially anywhere in your body. This is why it's so important to seek medical attention immediately after a rattlesnake bite, even if you feel fine at first. The venom can take time to circulate through your system, and the full effects might not be apparent until it's too late. But let's say you've made it to the hospital, you've received antivenom, and you're on the road to recovery. You're not out of the woods yet. The long-term effects of a rattlesnake bite can persist for weeks, months, or even years after the initial incident. Some victims report muscle weakness and fatigue, making it difficult to return to their normal routines. Others experience difficulties with their blood clotting mechanisms, necessitating ongoing medical treatment. And then there's the psychological impact. Many bite victims suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, with nightmares and flashbacks to the moment of the bite. The fear of snakes, or ophidiophobia, can become a debilitating condition, preventing them from enjoying outdoor activities they once loved. So, a rattlesnake bite is no joke, but what about a water moccasin? Now, let's say you're near a swamp and you have an unfortunate encounter with a water moccasin. Water moccasins, also known as cottonmouths, are a type of pit viper found primarily in the southeastern United States. They have a particularly nasty bite, known for causing immediate and intense pain. The venom of a water moccasin is a potent cocktail of proteins and enzymes, designed to break down tissue and immobilize prey. When a human is bitten, the effects can be quite severe. Almost instantly, the area around the bite begins to swell. This is due to the venom starting to break down the surrounding tissues. The pain is often described as throbbing and unrelenting, a deep burning sensation that radiates from the bite site. Some folks have even compared it to a hot poker being pressed into the skin. But the effects of a water moccasin bite don't stop at the surface. The venom also starts to circulate through the bloodstream, causing a range of systemic symptoms. These can include a drop in blood pressure, weakness, and nausea. In severe cases, the victim may even experience difficulty breathing or a change in heartbeat. One of the scarier aspects of a water moccasin bite is the possibility of necrosis. That's a fancy word for tissue death. The venom can cause the skin and underlying tissues to die, leading to the potential for serious infection and long-term damage. And speaking of long-term effects, a water moccasin bite can wreak havoc on the kidneys. The venom can cause them to malfunction or even fail completely, a condition that can be life-threatening if not treated promptly. So, if you're bitten by a water moccasin, it's imperative to seek immediate medical attention. Antivenom is available and can greatly reduce the severity of symptoms and potential complications. But remember, the best way to avoid a bite is to give these snakes the wide berth they deserve. As you can see, water moccasins can be just as dangerous. But what about copperheads? You're in your backyard and you stumble upon a copperhead. Now let's put this into perspective. Copperheads, with their beautifully intricate patterns, are one of the most common venomous snakes in the southern and eastern United States. But don't let their beauty fool you. A bite from a copperhead is no walk in the park. The immediate effects of a copperhead bite can be quite intense. You feel a sudden sharp pain, not unlike a bee sting, but much, much worse. This isn't your ordinary pinch. It's a deep throbbing pain that seems to come from the very marrow of your bones, and it doesn't stop there. Soon after the bite, you might notice a change in your skin color. It may start to turn a dusky bluish shade, almost as if you're bruising from the inside out. This is a direct result of the venom, which is hemotoxic, meaning it affects the blood and surrounding tissues. Then comes the swelling, which can be quite dramatic. Your skin might puff up around the bite site, sometimes spreading up the limb. This swelling is a clear sign that your body is reacting to the venom, trying to isolate and fight off the toxins. Now, let's talk about the long-term effects. One of the scariest things about a copperhead bite is the potential for tissue damage. In some cases, the venom can cause necrosis, which is the death of the cells in the affected area. This can lead to permanent damage and, in severe cases, may even require amputation. And then, there's the potential for an allergic reaction. Some people are more sensitive to snake venom than others and can experience symptoms such as difficulty breathing, rapid heartbeat, and even shock. So each snake bite carries its own set of dangers. But what can we do if we get bitten? Now, knowing the danger, it's crucial to know how to respond. When you find yourself dealing with a snake bite, the first and most important step is to stay calm. Panic only increases your heart rate, which can speed up the spread of venom. The next step is to seek medical attention immediately. Even if you think the snake might be non-venomous, it's better to be safe than sorry. While waiting for medical help, keep the bitten area lower than the heart. This helps to slow down the spread of the venom. However, contrary to popular belief, you should never try to suck out the venom or cut around the bite. These actions can cause more harm than good. What you can do is remove any jewelry or tight clothing near the bite area, as these may become problematic if swelling occurs. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about prevention. Prevention is always better than cure, right? If you're going to be in areas known for snakes, make sure to wear appropriate clothing. Long pants and boots can provide an extra layer of protection between you and a potential snake bite. Also, it's important to remember that snakes are more scared of you than you are of them. Most snake bites occur when people accidentally step on snakes or try to handle them. So, if you see a snake, give it a wide berth. Don't try to pick it up or disturb it. In addition, educate yourself about the types of snakes that live in the area you'll be visiting. Knowing what to look out for can help you avoid a nasty surprise. And finally, always carry a first aid kit when you're out in nature. It won't necessarily help with a snake bite, but it can be useful for treating minor injuries and keeping a situation from escalating. Remember, the best way to avoid a snake bite is to respect these creatures and their habitats. So, we've taken a journey into the dangerous world of venomous snake bites. We've explored the startling effects of rattlesnake bites, notorious for their potent blend of destructive enzymes and neurotoxins. We've discovered that while a rattlesnake's bite is often immediately painful and can lead to severe symptoms, prompt medical attention can significantly improve outcomes. Then we delved into the murky world of water moccasins, or cottonmouths. These snakes, known for their aggressive behavior when threatened, inject a venom that can cause intense pain, swelling, and sometimes even tissue death. Remember, the best way to avoid a bite is to give these creatures the space they need. And finally, we've uncovered the reality of copperhead bites. While their venom is comparably less potent, their bites are still very painful and can cause significant swelling and tissue damage. It's important to remember that no venomous snake bite should be taken lightly. Throughout this journey, we've stressed the importance of first aid and prevention. Knowing how to respond when a bite occurs can make all the difference. But let's not forget, the best way to treat a snake bite is to avoid getting bitten in the first place. That means respecting these creatures, understanding their behavior, and giving them the space they need. With knowledge and respect, we can coexist with these fascinating creatures without falling victim to their deadly bites. Stay safe out there.